Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Part 2, The Sequel Continued.
A podcast where we watch movies with some friends, discuss them, and then think up a sequel that hasn't been approved yet.
has been run through the tests yet. I am your roommate, Roger.
And I'm your roommate, Xavier.
This week, our newest roommate has actually been on the show before, Ethan.
Hey, how's it going?
So, as Xavier said, we watch a new movie each week, and we should have talked about this in the last episode. We decided for this, for every 10 episodes, we are going to go see a new movie, something that is out in theaters, and Xavier has prepared a one-sentence description of the movie that we saw. Xavier, go ahead.
All right. So this week we watched Violent Night, man, I didn't prepare shit this time.
No, dude, improv it. Go.
A new Christmas classic that celebrates violence and drunken Santa Clauses and Bertrudes.
And, okay, the first Bertrude we've seen in media history, I would say. Obviously, I'm going to put the spoilers here. This is a brand new movie, right? We saw this opening night, which is also why the podcast might have a weird energy to it, is because we normally watch the movies on Tuesdays and record a podcast on Thursdays. Xavier and I saw this on Thursday. Ethan watched it last night, and now we're recording it on Saturday. So there's gonna be kind of a hectic feeling about this episode, which is, honestly, I'm fine with it. It's cool. Ethan, before we started the podcast, you told me that, you know what? Go ahead. Tell Xavier what you told me.
Yeah, I took my niece to go see this.
Yeah, your 11-year-old niece?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
How did she feel about everything? Because
oh man, she had the most horrified face during like the shed scene especially.
How did she feel about the whole like Santa's not real conversation?
I don't know, I didn't look at her at that point. I just
you
didn't feel like making eye contact.
Okay. Sorry. You know what we didn't do? We need to sound the alarm. Ethan, give us your best spoiler alert alarm sound.
Awooga.
Awooga. Can you make it more Christmassy?
Oh man, I have jingle bells somewhere in the house, but I don't know where.
I'll just
jingle
put it in
jingle.
post.
Yeah, jingle jingle.
There you go. Onomatopoeias for jingle bells. Let's jump right into it. I have about 15 questions I gotta ask. Here we go. Between the two of you, I'm going to have y'all work together on this one. Could y'all just name the characters that you remember?
Yeah,
all I remember is is Gertrude and Bertrude. Oh, and the bad guy who went by Mr. Scrooge, but his real name was Jimmy. And Santa Claus, obviously. But
okay, Ethan.
Yeah, the little girl was Trudy, which was just short for Gertrude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't remember the actor guy's name, but I remember them calling him Jean-Claude Van Dumbass at one point. And I thought that was
Jean-Claude
funny.
Van Dumbass is such a good. Okay, yes. So, just running down the list, we have Santa, we have Trudy, whose full name is Gertrude, named after the grandmother. We have Linda, who was the mother. We have Jason, who was the dad. We have Al, the gatekeeper. the security guard at the front. We have Alva, who is the aunt, Jason's sister. We have Morgan Steele, who is Alva's, I guess, husband? Boyfriend?
Yeah, boyfriend.
Okay. We have Bertrude the Bertlocker, who's like, he's got this like streamer energy about him, this like influencer kind of vibe. We have Gertrude, the head of estate, who is the grandmother. And then we have John Leguizamo, a.k.a. The Pest, a.k.a. Mr. Scrooge, a.k.a. Luigi, a.k.a. The Clown from Spawn. Anyway, so question number one. The movie opens up with our main man, Santa, as he laments on his thoughts of turning children into, quote, little junkies who just keep wanting more. Where is he, and what is he doing?
He's in a pub in England. I forget where. Just getting plastered with like a mall Santa.
Okay, Xavier?
Yes, he's in some kind of bar. I'm not sure about the location. I didn't hear a British accent on any of the people, but yeah, he's just getting hammered on beer, I think, and yeah, he has a little discussion with a mall Santa who's like, yeah, just put all his drinks on my tab, not knowing how many this guy's had,
right?
Or anything like that.
So Ethan, I don't know where you pulled England from.
There was a little nameplate of where it was at the bottom at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, there's like a chevron that said.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't notice.
We
also watched this movie in XD, so it was hard to look at the whole screen all at once.
It's the only option we had. I mean, it was a good-looking movie, but like, why? Anyway, yes. So he was at a bar getting totally wasted. Question number 2. After Santa rides away and throws up on the bartender from overhead, we are introduced to the family trio, Trudy and her parents. What are they doing to celebrate the holiday, and who with? Ethan?
They were going to Grandma's house. As far as that, I don't remember.
Okay. Xavier?
Yes, they're going to the grandmother's home together. I guess the parents are separated at this point, or planning to separate. It gives you that kind of vibe. But yeah, they're going to Grandma's house to have Christmas with the dad's family.
Correct. So they're visiting Jason's family mansion, where we meet his awful, awful family and very awkward catering staff for the Christmas event that's going on. Let's see. Question number 3. It is revealed that Jason forgot to take Trudy to see Santa at the mall. Disappointment. He tells her to head to bed, and he improvises a plan with a genius gift. Ethan, what was that gift?
It was a walkie-talkie that he claimed you could speak to Santa with.
All right, Xavier?
Yes, a walkie-talkie that you can speak to Santa with, but because he's so busy on Christmas Eve, he probably won't respond.
Very good. Yes, thank you for expanding on that. Bonus points. What does Trudy want for Christmas most of all?
Her parents to get back together.
That is correct. The parents lean in and listen through the door as she believes that she is speaking to Santa Claus through this magical walkie-talkie. Let's see. Question number 4. Despite his drunken debauchery, Santa makes it to the family's mansion, where he loves the cookies, hates the milk, and enjoys a massaging lounge chair. Meanwhile, what is going on elsewhere, Ethan?
Yeah, the catering company is killing off all of the other staff members and kidnapping the family.
Xavier, do you want to add anything to that?
No.
Okay, yeah, the catering team reveal themselves as terrorists with the Yule-inspired code names, kill all the regular staff, and John Leguizamo shows up too.
In the vein of all that, this movie has a lot of Die Hard references,
hardcore.
including an actual reference to Die Hard on 4K Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, so.
Let's see. Question number 5. Santa wakes up from the massage chair to the sound of gunshots. He quickly inspects the problem and decides it's time to go. But he can't seem to leave. Ethan, why can't Santa leave?
Like his magic stops working? I think he's too drunk. Like, my fan theory is he's too drunk to use his magic.
Okay, Xavier, do you have a fan theory?
Why his magic didn't work? I think it's just... I don't know. I think because everybody was so distracted by all this stuff going on, no one was thinking about Santa Claus at the moment. Because I think, from what I understood, you have to believe... Like, someone has to believe in order for him to be able to use his magic.
So, the answer I have down, and this is obviously all open for interpretation, his magic doesn't seem to work when he's stressed or scared or isn't feeling the Christmas magic. Oh, you know what, Xavier, you might have a point. There's a moment later in the movie where he convinces at least 2 of the bad guys that he's the real Santa, and then he's able to go up the chimney.
I don't want to get too far into it. Yeah, he says himself, he's like...
He constantly says, I don't really know how it works.
Yeah, he really says, I don't know how it works, but, man, I don't want to spoil it.
We'll get to that part.
Yeah, but
that's
he does
definitely
say,
be a
like,
question
when
later.
someone believes and he's able to use his magic, so.
Right. Okay, so question 6. In his panic, Santa is discovered and attacked. What is the outcome of him defending himself, Ethan?
Yeah, him and the guy fall out of a window, and the guy who is attacking Santa falls on like a big icicle.
Okay, Xavier?
Yes, as Santa Claus himself says, he makes him into an ice kebab.
Ice kebab is a good line. There's one other repercussion of this fight if y'all want to expand on that.
Oh yeah, the gunfire scare off the reindeer.
Correct. As they are in a tussle, the bad guy shoots his gun up through the ceiling, through the roof, scaring the reindeer, and they fly away, preventing Santa Claus from being able to leave, or at least quickly. Oh, by the way, Ethan, he didn't fall out the window. He was kicked out the window, and Santa was drug out by the lights he was attached to.
That's right.
Yeah. Question number 7. As Santa decides it is up to him to save the day, the man who calls himself Mr. Scrooge explains that he and his men are all there to do what, Ethan?
To steal, what was it, like $38 million that the grandmother had stolen from the U.S. government or some bullshit like that.
Okay, Xavier?
So it was 300 million something that was given to her by the government to spread throughout war-torn countries.
Right. Okay, so I so I annoyingly had to use my phone throughout the movie just to write down everything I could while it's happening. The answer I do have is to steal $300 million that Gertrude stole, yes, that was supposed to be distributed to war-torn countries. But that was such a small line. Like, it's hardly touched on ever again. Like, how she got it.
Have the money, yeah.
Yeah. So question number 8. By a Christmas miracle, Trudy's walkie-talkie is in communication with the real Santa. How does he get a walkie-talkie, Ethan?
Yeah, after killing another bad guy whose codename was Frosty, he stole his walkie-talkie trying to communicate to anyone who could help.
Okay, Xavier, how does he kill Frosty?
I was gonna say, yeah, after he turns him into a Christmas tree, complete with a star on through the eye, that then lights his head on fire. And he just takes the walkie-talkie off of him, and he's trying all the channels to find like a police scanner, but he comes across Trudy instead.
Correct. One of the questions I had deleted mentioned how Santa Claus can't fight. He's not a very good martial artist. However, he doesn't play by the rules of combat very well. He uses everything he can to his disposal, and he stabs a guy right through the eye with the top of a Christmas tree, the star.
Which he then plugs in.
And then he plugs it in, and the guy is burning, like, crisping as he's on the walkie-talkie with this little girl who believes, like, oh, I'm talking to the real Santa, and it's just a really silly moment.
Yeah, because he's all like, she's like, Santa? And he's like, what? Yeah? This is Santa Claus. Yeah.
Okay, so question number 9. During that fight, Santa is wounded and must attend to the deep gash that is in his hip. Along with seeing him covered in Nordic-inspired tattoos, we are given a flashback, and we learn what, Ethan?
That Santa was some kind of Viking at some point.
Okay, Ethan, or I'm sorry, Xavier?
Yeah, that Santa was some kind of Viking. I because of all that, I was like, I gotta look into the Saint Nick kind of background, and apparently Saint Nick was Greek, and the Santa Claus myth was started by the Dutch. So it was cool as hell, but I don't know where they got the Nordic stuff from.
Well, there was one Saint Nicholas who just like murdered bad people.
Right.
Who was also an inspiration.
Saint Nick, I might be wrong here, but I believe Saint Nicholas was also attached to finding children in a pickle barrel.
I believe so, yeah.
There was something about just that.
He sensed
if you look
trouble.
up Saint Nick, there's a lot of shit that he is associated with, but a lot of the stuff that was written about him, they didn't start writing stuff about him until like centuries after he was dead. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything that we see in the movie, all the fiction that they're building is, from what I could find, all exclusive to the movie. So it's pretty cool what they're doing. It's a really fun twist. So it's revealed that Santa used to be called Nicomond the Red. He was a warrior, a raider, a thief. He fought with an enormous hammer because he was, quote, mean and greedy, right? I was talking to Xavier after the movie that this leads me, in my own fan theory, to believe that Santa is being, I don't know, maybe punished somehow, like karmically, to to be better in the world, like to give happiness in the same amount that he took away back when he was Nicomond.
That'd be
I
very
really wish
interesting.
they would have. Yeah, I really wish they would have gone into why he
Yeah.
turned so hard, but I don't know. Maybe that's something
Because
for the sequel.
maybe they really hammer home that he doesn't know how any of the magic works. So it wasn't something that he did to make it happen. It to me, it does feel like he was bestowed with these gifts. Anyway, so question number 10, Santa gets captured. His bag gets burnt by Scrooge, whose real name is Jim, or Jimmy appropriately. He's about to be killed, but is saved. How is Santa saved, Ethan?
Trudy, the little girl, is up in the attic hiding, and she puts styrofoam in the air conditioner and makes it look like it's snowing. And the three criminals who have Santa captured start acting like, oh, this must be the real Santa. He's making it snow.
Okay, Xavier?
Yes, Trudy starts making it snow with the styrofoam through the air vents, and at least two of the bad guys are like, oh, this must be Santa magic because this guy's got to be the real Santa, which allows for Santa Claus to use his magic to go up the chimney.
It's a pretty fun moment. I really enjoyed this scene because he starts, like, all the bad guys have special nicknames, but he tells them their real names and what they wanted for Christmas as children.
I was like, man, that was a thing from the Santa Claus, right? The original Santa Claus with Tim Allen, where at the end, the parents, they received the gifts that they wanted when they decided they didn't believe in Santa Claus because they didn't get it. And I was just like, when is this moment gonna pop up? Like the whole interrogation scene, I was like, when is he must know their real names. He must know what they wanted for Christmas. Like, is he gonna mention this at any point? He does eventually, and then it helps him escape. So.
What I will say is I enjoyed this movie so much.
Same.
Yeah, just a really good movie in my opinion. So question number 11, praise be! Gertrude's kill squad finally arrives as Santa is hiding on the roof. What is their first move, Ethan?
They kill, what was it? Steel Magnolia? I don't remember his name. Right away.
Hey, Xavier?
Yeah, they kill the the weird stepdad guy. I also don't remember his name. I'm sure you mentioned it in the beginning. I still don't remember.
Yes.
But, yeah, they kill him to reveal that they're another Die Hard reference from Die Hard 2. They're actually with the bad guys.
Shock and awe overcomes the audience. Yes, they kill Morgan Steele, the awkward stepdad actor man. They were all paid off by Mr. Scrooge. Question number 12. Santa takes a break in the tool shed where he begins to lose hope. But Trudy talks him into making a final wish as the kill squad moves in to dispose of him. What does he wish for, Ethan?
He wishes to see Mrs. Claus again one more time.
Okay, Xavier, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, so all this is after Santa Claus, for some reason, tells Trudy about how he used to be like a murderous fiend with his hammer skull crusher. And at this point, he's like, I'm out for the count, like this is it. And she's like, no, you grant wishes all Christmas. He's like, why don't you make a wish? Like, what do you wish for? And yes, he does say, I wish I could see Mrs. Claus one last time. Although in my head, I was like, oh, he's going to wish for the hammer. He's like twisting his wedding ring when he's saying he wants to see Mrs. Claus one more time, and it falls off, and it leads him straight to a hammer. Not his hammer, but like a sledgehammer that he then...
Yeah, he's in a tool shed.
Yes, he then uses it to be a total fucking badass.
He really does. This section of the movie was incredibly gratuitously violent, as Ethan's niece can attest to.
Yeah, it was such a good scene.
Yeah, it genuinely was. Another thing I wanted to say is the score of music that they use for this movie is so jovial and lighthearted during scenes of massacre, and it fills me with so much joy.
It was so perfect for that whole movie.
Yeah, incredibly good. So he wishes to see Mrs. Claus again, finds a sledgehammer, and absolutely demolishes the kill squad. Question number 12. As Santa is wrecking face, the vault is revealed to be empty of money. Who was responsible for this and why? Ethan.
It was the son, Jason. He had stolen all the money the night before so he could get out from under his mother's thumb.
Okay, Xavier?
Yeah, exactly. Which they hint towards a little bit during a scene where one of the bad guys is like, why don't you guys open each other's gifts so we can see what rich assholes give each other? And yeah, the mom like reads a note that the son left her, and it's kind of just like, oh. And in that moment, I was like, oh, he took the money. Although they're kind of hinting at it the whole movie,
right?
That he had done something to his mother, and he was going to be able to escape and leave. And I mean, that's just what was on the top of my head. I was like, he took all the money. The bad guys aren't going to find any. It's going to cause some issue. But then he just gives it to him. I mean, there's reasons why, because they're like torturing the family and stuff. But he is just kind of like, I took it. It's right here. It hasn't even left the property. So.
Right. Okay. So that's the bonus question: is where is the money hidden?
Yeah,
Ethan?
It's like it's in the manger. Like it's like behind a bunch of bales of hay in like a manger scene.
Yeah, it's just outside the house.
Nativity,
they look out the window.
Yeah,
it's right there.
I'm wondering how he was. I mean, first of all, there's so many bags. Like, how did he alone get them all out there without anyone noticing?
Million.
And they had like a whole security team too. But then like he hid it in the nativity scene. But how was he gonna get it away? I mean, obviously he would have had to convince his wife, and they would have somehow had to get it all in. But I mean, it was just honestly the nativity thing. I didn't really. Maybe that was a joke in itself, but whatever.
They did have the excuse to smash a baby Jesus over someone's head. So,
no, they had the excuse for the lines like Jesus Christ, and it's like, nope, just good old jolly Saint Nick, and then he kills the guy. Yeah.
This isn't a question, but he also shoves a grenade up some guy's ass, and he starts to walk away, and then convinces himself that he has to watch. So he turns around to see this guy explode. It's very, very good.
It's amazing.
So, question number 13. A lot of stuff happens, including Trudy booby traps the attic, which does result in the death of at least one man. Santa saves her from being shot. Bert, Alva, and Linda beat a man to death as a family. Gertrude gets kidnapped with the money on a snowmobile. Santa crashes into a shed. There is an explosion. Scrooge and Santa fight in the snow. How does that fight end, Ethan?
It ends with Santa grabbing onto him and then shooting up the chimney, just obliterating this man into like a bunch of pieces.
Okay, Xavier?
Yeah, so there's a snowmobile chase, and eventually they end up in this what looks like a decomposed cabin, but there's still a perfect chimney intact, and it looks like Mr. Scrooge has got Santa cornered, and he's like, because Scrooge hates Christmas. His whole life was destroyed on a Christmas night when he went to go steal his neighbor's toys, and then he ended up killing the grandpa of the neighbors. And ever since, he's hated Christmas. And he's, when he realizes that this is the real Santa Claus, because he finds the naughty list, or he finds just the list, and it has like his name and all the stuff that he's ever done that were naughty. And he's like, you are the real Santa. I feel like my life's been leading up to this. When I kill you, Christmas is done forever. And they fight. Jimmy's got Santa cornered at the chimney, and he's like, this is it, you're done. And Santa says, no, not as long as you believe. And then he grabs a hold of him, touches his nose, which is how he gets up the chimney. And then as his magic pulls him up, him holding on to Mr. Scrooge, pulls him through the chimney, which just obliterates all of his limbs. And he pops up at the other end. Santa pops up at the other end, holding Jimmy's torso. And that's the end of that guy.
Yeah, absolutely brutal. What I will say is, living in the country a lot of my life, sometimes in random fields, you'll see the foundation of old cabins, and chimneys were often built into foundations. So, like, to see a lone standing chimney it's not incredibly rare to find like that. What I will say, though, is they didn't include a foundation. It was just a chimney.
There was still parts of the cabin there, too, because he goes through the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy tricks him, which was a thing that I was like, Santa wouldn't have fallen for that like cheap shit, but he like tricks him into running into a stump, and then Santa goes through the cabin, and then they come out, and the backyard has the chimney, which might have just been like some kind of oven too.
Could have been just
maybe like a kiln
chimney.
of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I'll say that I thought the way this is, I knew Santa was gonna go with the chimney, but I thought the chimney was just gonna like fall on Scrooge and like flatten him or something. I didn't expect him to pull him.
No,
through.
They did a fantastic job with that death.
Yep.
So question number 14. In his victory, Santa gets shot many times by Thorpe, which if you guys don't remember who Thorpe is, he's just the leader of the kill squad, right? He's kind of the head of that outfit. But Thorpe, then gets killed by Gertrude, who knows how to operate a gun.
Grandma.
Yes. Everyone gathers around Santa as it's made clear that he is dying. He feels cold for the first time in centuries. What happens next, Ethan?
He fucking dies, and then everyone just starts believing in Santa, and he pops back up.
Okay, Xavier?
Yes, Santa dies, and then Trudy seems to convince the rest of the family that it was the real Santa Claus, even though none of them actually really believed it was the real Santa Claus. They just thought it was some random Santa Claus at their house. But I don't know. I didn't really believe it when they were all like, I believe too.
Yeah.
But I think in this moment they chose to actually believe because this guy saved their family. So
right.
That's probably the saving grace there. And then, yeah, Santa Claus just pops right back up.
So, like a fairy, he is saved by the power of belief in him and Christmas magic. Again, something he doesn't quite understand. Also, side note, he says he feels cold, so they decide to burn something, and the only thing they have available in mass is some of the fortune that the bad guys were trying to steal.
Yeah.
I thought that moment was funny because he was like, I'm cold, and the dad was just like, we need to warm him up. The fires are going out. Let's burn this money. And they burn only one bag of the money, not even all of the money. But he dies before they even have a chance to move him over. So that was kind of pointless. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty pointless. Question number 15. How does the movie end? Just give us a little recap of how the movie properly ends, Ethan.
He pops back up, and they look over, and the reindeer are there, and the sleigh is there, and Santa gives the reindeer shit. He's like, how dare you leave me? And then he sees that his spare sack is there, and he's like, I can't stay mad at you guys. And then he goes off into the moonlight to finish his Santa business.
Okay,
Xavier, do you want to add any more notes to that?
Yes. So he pops up, he's alive. They see that the reindeer have returned. And he's giving him shit. He's like, oh, you guys run off, you come back now when everything's done, huh? And then he sees he's got a spare sack. And he's like, you guys brought my spare sack? I can't stay mad at you. And then within the spare stack, he sees that Mrs. Claus sent him a gift that was probably an hour and a half too late, but it's his skull crusher, the actual hammer that he used to wield as a Viking, which he's kept as a keepsake, which I think is definitely setting the actual movie up for an actual sequel, where he can actually like beat some ass with his fucking hammer. But and then he takes off. He says, "Merry Christmas, ho ho ho," and then he names off all the reindeer like the famous poem. And yeah, the movie fades to black. Although I really wish it would have ended like that episode of SpongeBob, the very first Christmas episode,
where he just continued to laugh.
Yeah, and he's
just
like,
manically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very good. This gives us a really rare opportunity, in that we could write a sequel before the sequel of the proper sequel, if they ever choose to make one, which I don't doubt they will, because this was a genuinely good movie, is made on its own. So let's start by following the falling action of the first film. Ethan, he gets his new hammer, he gets his new sack. It is still Christmas or Christmas Eve, I should say. He has a job to finish. How does the sequel begin?
Okay,
Now, it doesn't have to be
yeah.
directly after the movie. Just keep everything in mind.
It doesn't have to be the same Christmas. Although in my head, it would be hilarious if he immediately runs into another like hostage situation and has to save everybody.
The first idea I had was it's Easter Sunday at a like mobster's house, and like a rabbit-sized Easter bunny wearing like a fucking vest and bow tie gets kidnapped or something, and somehow has Santa's phone number or something, and like it's like, hey buddy, I need help, or it leads to that. I don't know. That's the first idea I had.
All right,
So,
no, we're gonna run with it.
Hold on, so like a normal bunny-sized.
Yeah, he's
rabbit?
like he's rabbit-sized, but he has like a colorful vest and a bow tie, and like a basket.
So kind of like that Arthur Rabbit or whatever the hell that movie is, kind of like.
There was a Peter Cottontail movie that was made.
My first thought is Hop.
Hop, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, Hop.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So just like one of the only bits of trivia this movie had was that this. I don't even know if it's a real piece of trivia, but they wanted it to be an Easter movie, but David Harbour refused to wear a bunny suit. So it's interesting you're going with Easter, Ethan, but all right, let's go. Easter Sunday. You said the Easter bunny was kidnapped?
Like he digs holes and goes into like people's yards. He went into the yard of like a prominent mobster, and they're having like a mobster meeting or something on Easter Sunday. And they all the mobsters pull out guns onto the bunny, and he's like, "Oh man!" And then the mobsters nab him.
Okay.
All right.
Are they planning to make him into like stew or anything?
I don't know. Maybe they decide to like hold him for ransom because he's like a talking rabbit.
Okay, so that was gonna be my poll, is that they do want to kill him, but in the midst of panic, he's like, hey, actually, don't kill me. And then they see dollar signs, right? Because this is a talking rabbit. And they discover that, hey, guys, we've got the real Easter bunny right here in our grasp. I don't know who's going to pay for this.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're going to reach out to and be like, we're going to kill the Easter bunny. Like, people just hang up on him right there.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe they could find a profit of just a talking bunny, right? Or does he produce eggs? I
would think he has, similar to Santa's sack, he's got a magic basket that you reach in and just you pull like either eggs or like goodies out of.
All right. So there is a line in the first movie where the dad is yelling at the little girl in front of all these criminals, like, you're not talking to Santa. Like, stop playing. You don't have contact with Santa. He's not real. And all the bad guys are like, ooh, shit, really? We're going to do this right now? And one of the bad guys, whose nickname is Krampus, is like, are you going to ruin the Easter bunny next? Or no, I guess Scrooge says that. And the point is, they do mention Krampus. The Easter. Okay. So they do mention the Easter bunny in this movie, so we could definitely make a tie-in.
Yeah.
So now you're saying that he has contact with Santa.
In some shape or form, I feel like he would. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he writes a note, sticks it into his basket, it ends up on wherever the Easter bunny lives, and somebody there sends it to the elves in the North Pole because they know Santa can kick some ass because he's, a human-sized guy with a hammer.
Okay. All right, so I got a couple questions about this, Ethan. The rabbit is a rabbit, not a person in a suit, correct?
Correct.
So this rabbit needs a voice actor. Who is it?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, okay.
I'm so happy with that answer. Okay, so Idris Elba is the Easter Bunny. Does the Easter Bunny have any combat prowess whatsoever?
He can bite pretty hard.
Okay, the power of them chompers.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think he could probably scratch some eyes out if he got on your face.
Bunnies are fucking mean. I don't know who needs to hear this, but rabbits are not nice creatures. Xavier, just like Santa, I need you to give this Easter bunny a somewhat twisted backstory.
The Easter Bunny. He was there. He was at the crucifixion.
At the crucifixion!
Yes! He was Judas.
Okay. So the Easter Bunny, as we know it, was turned into a bunny as Judas?
Yes.
He was reincarnated as the Easter Bunny, and for betraying trust, now he has to deliver eggs.
Okay.
Yes.
Now Easter is the celebration of resurrection, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's been a while since I've been to church.
He was resurrected 3 days after, just like Jesus.
Right. Wait, Judas killed himself, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
The day he was crucified.
Right. So Jesus steps out of that big old cave, or that tomb, or whatever he was put in, and asks his dear papa to resurrect Judas, who honestly did nothing wrong. He does not know what he did, right? But as punishment for the most vain of sins, he is turned into a bunny to live forever in celebration of Jesus Christ's resurrection and deliver eggs to children.
Well, maybe Judas made a deal with the devil, because like the whole Easter Bunny versus Jesus thing, isn't that like a whole controversial thing? So maybe Judas was like, he gets to come back, but like, or maybe he's just like, I regret killing myself because he came back anyways. And then the devil was like, well, I can let you come back too, and you can live forever because Jesus is only going to be back for a few days, but you'll be like here forever. And then he turns him into a bunny and makes him deliver eggs on Easter Sunday.
Well, like,
so kind of a divine punishment.
The eggs and the rabbit, for Easter, why it was associated with Easter, they have like a symbolism of being like rebirth,
fertile,
fertility,
and
So
it's all just a
it
joke
would make sense
by the devil.
It'd be a little bit of both, yeah.
Yeah, the devil would say, like, you're going to live forever, you're still going to be tied to Christianity, but I'm going to throw some paganism in there as well. So here you go.
Ooh, maybe like a pagan god brings them back.
Ooh, maybe. Esther herself does this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest here. Most of what I know about the Judeo-Christian religion is what I learned from Jesus Christ Superstar the musical. So
oh my god.
There might be some twists and turns in my mind about how this all works. So the Easter Bunny has contact with at least the North Pole, right? He calls Santa Claus in for backup. This mafia family has the Easter Bunny trapped in a cage. He's bitten a few fingers. It's all very exciting. Santa shows up. What happens?
Similar to the first movie, he's caught
ass.
off guard. Yeah, but he's caught off guard, just like the first movie. He's expecting, it's the Easter Bunny gets into scrap all the time, caught in rabbit traps and overreacts. This is going to be nothing more than that. But in reality, it's much worse than what Santa thinks.
Okay, so maybe this mafia boss has like a small army on his side.
Yeah, it's like it has to be like some kind of manor or villa, and like with just guards everywhere.
Okay, and so the first movie took place over Christmas night. Easter is, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, a pretty daytime activity. Is this during broad daylight?
Yes, it has to be broad daylight.
Okay, I like it. A lot less sleuthy, right? Not so much stealth, but like all-out action is what we're going to be doing in this movie. Can there be a moment, because I was really hoping to see this within the first film, where he takes his toy sack, puts it over someone's head, pulls the drawstring, and that cuts them in half?
Ooh, yes. That'd be so cool.
In the movie, the sack isn't full of stuff. It's kind of like a bag of holding. You reach in and you grab what you desire, or like, no, it's explained that you reach in and you pull out a toy, right? Like a gift of some kind.
Yeah, it's full of dreams.
Yeah, dreams and wishes. Right. So just him covering the torso of someone pulling the drawstring and then the legs falling down, like severed at the hip. I think would be such a cool death.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
We need a one-liner that Santa says in regards to Easter or Christmas. Something along the lines of like, Christmas coming early this year or some shit. Which is just after winter, so that's kind of lame. But
yeah.
My first thought was him after he draws the string. He's like, "How do you like my sack?"
We could certainly play with a sack joke if we
want
to bounce those around.
Wait, hold on. What is it called when you fuck? Is it teabagging? Right? When
yes.
you teabag someone.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. In the first movie, he makes a lot of references to like every gift he pulls out is a video game.
Yeah.
Like there's an issue with kids just wanting video games, so maybe there could be like a teabag video game reference here.
Yeah.
We can have the audience write this joke.
Yeah,
for
we
us.
can leave that up to interpretation.
But he also seemed to not know how anything worked in the film. Like he didn't know how like guns worked or anything.
Yeah, which was a little disappointing. I was really hoping to see Santa, lighten some people up, but I think the hammer thing was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe he tears this guy in half with his sack, and he's just like, "Oh, I didn't think that would work," or "I had no idea what was going to happen." There,
oh wait, yeah. The bunny sees it, and he's like, "Holy shit!" And like, Santa's like, "I've never tried that before."
And then that gives the bunny an idea later, and he's just like severing people's limbs off with his basket.
Shit. He just puts it over their heads and like kills them that way.
Yeah, it's not big enough for like the whole body, so it just
he tears off the carry handles to the basket, and he attaches it to his like forearm like a shield. So when people go to punch him, he like catches their arm in the basket and then like twists and it like rips their arm off. Hey guys, we're accidentally writing some cool shit here.
Okay, cool.
So a lot of the first movie was a bunch of like a montage of action, right? I think we together collectively as podcast and audience, we can pretty much imagine how all that's gonna go.
There were moments though in the first movie that were like genuinely sweet of like Santa expressing his desire to like, help children and stuff like that. Before we wrap up the sequel though, I was really hoping that the mob boss, the head guy, is somehow related to Jimmy or Mr. Scrooge.
What was his last name in the first movie? It was like Gonzalez Martinez.
Yeah, it's like Jimmy Martinez, yeah. So like this guy is somehow related to him, and he finds out about Santa, and then it's
like
where
his
the emotional final fight comes from. But Ethan, how does Santa and the Easter Bunny kill the final boss?
Oh, with a combination, with a combination of hammer and basket shield, they like Easter Bunny slides underneath, and when the bad guy takes a step, he rips off his foot, and then Santa like clubs his other knee, and they just like maybe they strangle him with something.
Captain America: Civil War, where Bucky and Cap are fighting the Iron Man.
Yes.
Man, yeah.
And there's like going back and forth, like bam, 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 and like he's doing his best. He's putting up a big old fight. But like, what does it? What kills him?
I think he just like falls back and hits his head on like the fireplace or something. Some bullshit like that.
Oh,
like they've got him basically defeated. And
right.
then he falls back and like cuts his head off.
In one final act of defiance, he goes like they spare him, and as they start to walk away, he like has a secret gun hidden under the mantle of whatever, and like he slips on something. Or no, he steps in the basket. Like the basket's like left behind. He steps in the basket, and his foot falls all the way through it, and he like, I don't know, hits his head really hard or fucking something. I don't know.
Yeah,
guys, I think we wrote a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I think hold on. I do have an issue with this concept though. So Santa's magic barely worked on Christmas Eve. So is he magicless during this whole movie?
Yeah, it's mostly
like
him.
His sack obviously worked, but yeah. So is he just swinging a hammer around most of the time?
Yeah.
And then relying on his sack, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got tools. He has to use them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I
that
mean,
works.
the Easter Bunny would probably in essence be more magical than Santa in that moment.
Yeah, so he's definitely got to help out and shit. Yeah.
Wait, stop! Everybody, wait a second! We have to utilize the eggs as a weapon.
Oh, yes.
Well, okay, so I was trying to think, what are the eggs? Are the eggs just chocolate, or do they have like little other treats in them? They can hold anything. Maybe he's having the same issue as Santa Claus, where he's like all these kids want in these eggs are like cash and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're full of coins or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. Maybe just like the sack, he doesn't know what's gonna be in the egg. It's just whatever like someone desires.
Yeah, whatever.
Like,
at one point, Santa's like, "Wait, I have an idea." He's like, "Give me an egg," and he gives him an egg, and it has a grenade in it, and he shoves it up another guy's ass.
Literally, the first thing I thought of was Fabergé grenade egg.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So we could wrap up that movie.
Yeah.
All right. What's the title, Ethan?
Oh man, Violent Night 2, Easter Sunday.
It could just be Violent Sunday. Yeah.
Hold on. So the first movie was based off of a song. Are there any songs about Easter?
Yeah. I was trying to think of one and I couldn't think of one.
Guess who's gonna Google this? I'll cut all this out.
Okay.
Oh, they're all religious, guys. Oh fuck.
Well, of course they are.
I know. I don't know why I didn't think this was gonna be Easter Parade by Judy Garland. Maybe there's something there. It's gonna have to be a completely separate name. I don't think we can go with Violent Night 2.
I don't know. I think Violent Sunday to kind of keep it close to the first one, but
right.
Violent Sunday, Easter Massacre. I don't know. I was trying to think of something to go along with like because what people have like an Easter feast or I don't fucking know anything about Easter. So all the like metal shit in regards to Easter is all on Good Friday. So
oh guys, hey, turns out there was March 30th, 1975, Easter Sunday Massacre. James Urban Rupert fatally shot 11 members of his own family.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just stick with Violent Sunday.
Violent Sunday. There it is.
All right.
Okay, cool. So we have a name. We have the whole sequel. We're not going to recap this one, Ethan. I've made you do that before. Let's see. Oh, do y'all want to hear my 3 pitches?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 3 pitches here for possible sequels in case we couldn't come up with one of our own. Pitch number 1 is, in my opinion, the most obvious answer, which is, as Santa rides off to finish delivering presents, he takes another look at his hammer, Skull Crusher. The rest of the movie is a prequel origin story about how Nickamond the Red becomes Jolly Saint Nick. The movie title, but all of my movie titles for the pitches are all based on Christmas songs. This one's called Ragnarok Around the Christmas Tree. Ethan really liked that joke.
It was good.
Pitch number 2. Santa has just dropped off the final present at the final house. He heads back up to the North Pole where he sees his workshop in flames. The elves are revolting. Mrs. Claus sent the hammer as a warning. She is now dead. The movie showcases Santa obliterating hundreds of small magical creatures who only want one thing: union dues. Movie title, Sleigh Ride, but sleigh is spelt S-L-A-Y.
All right.
Pitch number 3. While delivering presents near the capital of Israel, a rogue group of radicalists shoot down his sled with a rocket launcher. Outnumbered and losing hope, Santa is given a hand by the most unexpected of partners, Jesus of Nazareth. Movie title, Oh Holy Night, but night is spelled with a K.
I love it.
It's okay. However, I like our sequel because it kind of sets up a Guardians universe.
I know, like that's one of my favorite parts about it.
Yeah, like in the if we continue it, we could have like the Tooth Fairy and who else was in that movie?
The Sandman.
Yeah, really? I forgot about this movie.
Yeah.
And we could have like a leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day and all of those, and Cupid. We have a Cupid movie.
A groundhog.
Sure. We could have Buxatawny Phil as a character in a future movie. All right, folks.
Big tree that talks.
Which one's that?
Arbor Day.
Of course. It wouldn't be like a lumberjack or maybe an arborist?
No, it's a tree that talks.
Okay. It is Treebeard from the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yes.
He's come to tell us about arboring. Ethan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate everything you do. I miss playing D&D with you. It's been too long now.
It's been too long.
Go ahead and plug some stuff for people to find you.
Yeah, check out our show, the Dirty 22, on either Spotify, Stitcher, or Apple Podcasts.
That is Dirty 22, 2 as in TOO, as in also.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, we have a good time on that. Xavier, do you have any housekeeping to take care of?
Yes. Well, I feel this episode might not have the audience size that they usually do because people might want to see this first.
Yes.
If you enjoy what you're hearing, just give us a follow, a like, whatever, leave a comment, a rating, review, so on and so forth. Tell a friend about it. This can only grow by letting people know, and I think Roger and I have reached the limit of people we know.
Yes.
But also, we always do a mock poster for the sequel, as well as, well, shit, I don't know how I'm supposed to do. I guess I'm just gonna have to pull clips off of IMDb for the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go check those out on Instagram at part2_pod and give us a follow on there as well. Because we do those every week. It's probably the thing that I keep up with the most. So
right, it's the closest thing Xavier has to a hobby.
Yeah. Although the past few weeks I've been so busy that I don't get them up until like halfway through the day on Monday, which is kind of annoying. But I'll try to have this one up as soon as the podcast goes up, so people can go check them out as soon as they're done listening.
Speed run a edit of this.
Yeah.
I personally want to thank Peyton Petkus for our intro and outro themes. Very talented musician, and it might be on the show next week.
Oh.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting. I do hope you all had as much fun as we had during this episode. Ethan, thank you for being here, and join us next week on part 2,
the sequel.
Continue.
Very nice. Ethan, play us out with some Christmas music. Xavier and I will sing with you, whatever song it is. We'll try to synchronize it.
Jingle bells, jingle bells,
jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh,
what fun it is to
I don't remember the words.
I
don't remember the words to any Christmas song.
This is okay. This was good.